I think I'm gonna have this video serve as an update on what's been happening with me over the summer, because I know my other video I talked about my summer plans. That was a few months ago. So those have changed, unfortunately. Um, Although I have been more active this summer than last summer, which is a good thing. Um, but well, let me just get into what happened. Because I talked about wanting to run track and field this summer, and I still want to. I still like have over a month of summer left, and I'm going to try to take full advantage of that as much as I can. Um, but things really haven't really gone in my favor so far. Because, well, I'll explain it like this. Um, as soon as the weather got warmer, I was really excited to get out of my apartment because I've been holed up in my apartment for the whole winter, like I am every winter, for months, and I just want to get out. And so I've recently taken up to taking really long walks. That's what I like doing now, is taking long walks. Um, it's good to just like feel the sun on my skin, just like feel like the nice warm weather after months and months of cold, brutal Chicago weather and snow. Um, so yeah, it's nice to just walk, take in the scenery, clear my head, and just get out. I don't even have to do anything. I just like walk around the area, walk around the city, and yeah, that's I've been doing that a lot lately, and so this is where the problem came. And I believe this is partly due to me being mostly inactive. I don't exercise. I just like I'm in my apartment most of the time. Um, so yeah, my body, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much out of shape. Not like I mean I guess I'm somewhat in shape, but for the most part, I'm not. So that's where the problems began. On one of my long walks, and by the way, I can walk for hours and hours and hours. And so on one of these long walks, I started noticing that my knee was like hurting really bad. And so I'm just thinking, okay, like my knee's hurting, something happened on my walk, it'll go away. Like it's a temporary pain. And so yeah, and I carried on. But as time went on, like my symptoms got worse. There was a lot of swelling. Uh, it was my left knee. Forgot which knee it was already. It was my left knee. A lot of swelling, and then as time went on, there was crunching, popping. The pain got worse to the point where I was afraid to walk on it because I was afraid my knee was just gonna fall apart. It felt that bad. But it wasn't like the pain was pretty bad, but it wasn't like excruciating pain. I mean, like I had problems walking. I had to go to the store and get like ice, and I was researching stuff on what to do to heal my knee, and I got like a brace for my knee, so all of that helped. Ice really didn't help, but the brace helped more. Um, Eventually, after nothing got better and I got concerned, I went to um, what was it called? It wasn't the emergency room, but I forgot what it was called. But I went into immediate care, and I mean it's similar to the emergency room, but it's not like it's different because it's for people. Well, you guys probably already know. This is kind of new to me because I haven't been to the doctor in a really long time, so I'm getting used to like the healthcare system. But yeah, for those who don't know, immediate care is like if you don't have a life threatening condition, you can go there and get yourself checked out by a doctor on what you have. Um, so yeah, I went there. It wasn't that long of a wait, thank goodness. They saw me pretty much right away. So yeah, I told them about my symptoms, what's been going on, like how it started. Gave them as much information as I could, but I really didn't know like what caused it and how severe my injury was. So I was hoping they could tell me that, and they did. They diagnosed me. Um, it did have something to do with my knee, but it is this long name, and I need to get out my medical documents. I'm not gonna do all that, but it was a knee injury. Um, so they took X-rays and they had me walk around. They looked at my knee, um, prescribed me some medication, and so yeah, I pretty much they were assigned me to a, what is it called, osteo something, the doctor that deals with bones. So I went to see that specialist, but in the meantime, I just had to stay off. Doctor told me to stay off the knee, which I was already doing because I could barely walk, so I couldn't go on my good long walks anymore. Which it sucked because it's summer and like I'm thinking, oh, am I gonna have to spend my whole summer like bedridden? That's not how I wanted to spend my summer. But I wanted my knee to get better, so sacrifice I begrudgingly had to make. Um, there's a happy ending to this, so but I'm just going through what's been happening with me and my knee. So yeah, just doing what I could on my end. And so when I saw the specialist, um, she confirmed that my X-rays. They told me my X-rays, there was nothing wrong with them. So I was confused because I'm like, and I didn't know if it was a bone problem or a muscle problem or both. I don't know. I didn't know what the issue was. I just knew my knee was hurting really bad. The pain wasn't going away, and that wasn't a normal thing. And I must have strained it or injured it or something. And I was hoping, that X-rays would tell me that. But they're telling me the X-rays came back normal. But then she went into like more detail, saying that there was an issue, and I forgot how she explained it, but she basically said there was like this gap in between some bones or something like that. And basically, like my muscles, like the muscles supporting my knee and everything, they were weak. And that's what I was saying. Like, I was pretty much overexerting myself, like, just after being so long, just not doing anything. And then suddenly I'm taking these really long walks for hours and hours. My knees couldn't handle it, so it just gave out on me, and that caused that injury. So I'm listening to her, and I'm kind of like freaking out because I was hoping it wasn't permanent. I was hoping like I didn't wait too long. I know I waited too long to see somebody about it. I was hoping I didn't do any permanent damage, um, but thankfully it didn't. She was explaining that I could go to physical therapy and that would help. And but she told me to continue doing what I'm doing. Then she told me, I'll have to go to physical therapy every day. And so I'm listening to, her diagnosis and her treatment options or treatment plans, and I'm agreeing with what she's saying. And she also said it could be genetic too. So I don't know. I recently took a DNA test. I'm gonna make a separate video on that, which I'm excited for. They didn't say anything in my DNA test that I had like some gaps in my bones or something like that. But basically, my muscles were weak. I had to strengthen them so they could start supporting my knee. That's basically what the diagnosis is. What she was telling me, and I need to see a physical therapist to get my legs, my knee, my legs, everything back into shape. So pain would go away, everything would heal. So I'm like, okay, if this can get me my summer back and get me my knee back and get me the walking normally again like I used to. I'm like, yeah, and I was excited for it truthfully because it also meant to get my body back in shape, or at least the lower half of my body, my legs, my get that strengthened, so I wouldn't be a waste of time. And I've never done physical therapy before, so to me it sounded fun. I was excited for it. I was excited to see, the results, that it was gonna, the outcome and everything. But I heard it was like a lot of hard work, so I wasn't ready for it. So I left immediately. I mean, I left there, looked over everything. They gave me some recommendations. So I was calling people, and a lot of people weren't accepting my insurance. So I was like, oh, I'm starting to give up hope. I'm becoming more sad that I really will have to spend the rest of my summer indoors if I can't find somebody, a physical therapist that accepts my insurance and that's close by. That's another thing because I couldn't really travel out of my way. So, um, 11 minutes. That's good. I thought it said 30 minutes or something because you know how I can talk a long time. But yeah, by the grace of God, I was able to finally find a physical therapist that accepted everything, was close by. It's just like a bus ride away. So yeah, we were talking over the phone and um, gave him my information. We talked about what to expect and all of that. And so he gave me a date and a time to come in. I'm like, great. Finally found somebody. I was like so happy. And so I said, yeah, I'll be there. Can't wait to start. Blah blah blah. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the past, like, what's it been? I think I just passed my 7th week, so it's been over a month, going on 2 months now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been busy with. I've been doing other things here and there too. Um, but the main thing is I'm trying to get my knee back into shape because I need to be able to walk. I, I need to, I need to be able to walk. So, and the good thing is it's been helping. It's really, really, really been helping. I haven't had any issues. Like my knees started to slowly get better. They do all sorts of stuff. They give you massages. They give you those painful deep tissue massages too, like those real massages that I'm never had before. Like I like massages, but I'm not a big fan of deep tissue massages. So that took a lot to get used to. I mean, they're still painful, but I understand that that's what needs to be done because like I'm tight and my muscles are tight in certain areas. So yeah, that's to relieve that pressure. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of like exercises. Most of them I've never done before. Some of them I have done, like lunges. Um, and then I'm doing like, what else? Like stretching on my calves. Um, but yeah, I'm like, um, then focusing on my quads, my uh, not really my calves. I guess my calves, like all of my hips and all of that, like pretty much all of my lower body. They want to strengthen that. It's been going good. I had some setbacks because I recently had some soreness. I have to be able to like pace myself, and I've been talking to my physical therapist too, and getting suggestions from her on how I should do certain things. But I mostly try to figure it out on my own, like see how my body feels. If I can't do anymore, like I try not to push. I do push myself because that's just how I am. That's my personality. I like to challenge myself, but I also have to listen to my body, and I can't push myself too far. So that's the line that I'm trying to like balance, so that I don't injure myself again and then have to go through the same thing again. Well, I'm not complaining. I just don't want to spend my summer like that, and I don't want to injure my knee again. So I don't have any issues going to physical therapy, but if I don't need to do it, I would rather not do it. Um, but yeah, uh, yeah, things have been improving. We just took like this test to like she's testing the strength in my legs, and so she said I've improved, but I still need to like work on a few things. So that's what I've been doing. But most of all, it seems like I've improved, which is good. I've really been giving it my all. Um, so as far as track is concerned, um, they have what's called return to run program. I mentioned this to my doctor, so she added it, and so I asked my physical therapist about it like a couple weeks into it because I was really excited to get back to that. Oh, and by the way, they had a treadmill and a bicycle there, and she had me start on the bicycle. But I mentioned I like brought up the treadmill. I'm like, are we gonna use the treadmill? Oh, because I've never been on a treadmill before. I know that may be like weird or whatever. I've never been on one because, like I said, I don't exercise, so I really don't use all of that exercise equipment. Um, but I do like to run. That's why I mentioned it. And she's like, yeah, and it doesn't sound like she was planning on having me use it. And I haven't really seen a lot of other like clients there use the treadmill. I've seen people use the bike, not the treadmill. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, why do they have it in there? Nobody's using it. But I wanted to use it, so I didn't ask her if I could use it because I didn't know if that was part of her treatment plan for me. But I asked, oh, I see you got the treadmill. Oh, um, are we gonna use it? I just asked her. I didn't like make any demands or anything. Just casually brought it up, but I think it was clear that I wanted to run on the treadmill. And she's like, "Oh, well, yeah, if you want to, like next time we could try the treadmill instead of the bike." And the bike was easy. The treadmill obviously was a little more challenging because I'm getting back into running again and strengthening my endurance and all that. So yeah, when I first got on, I didn't know what to do. Like certain things were like straightforward, certain things weren't. So I just told her the truth. I never used a treadmill before, so I kind of needed some guidance. So she did help me, and like pretty much after the like second time, I completely got the hang of it. It was real easy. So yeah, she told me to go at my pace, but I'm trying to get some pointers from her, like how fast should I go, like how far. She had me do like an incline, um, and then she had me like on a speed of 2.5. And for me, like I do a lot of fast walking, so that felt like fast walking for me. Um, and so yeah, I'm on 8 minutes. I'm doing that for 8 minutes all the time, man. By the end, like I felt like I'm getting my cardio in because I'm like all sweaty and everything. Like it really is a workout. But I like it though. Eventually, maybe I'll get to jogging or running on it. But yeah, that's been going well. Um, what else? So yeah, but things have been improving. The pain is completely gone. The pain has been gone for several weeks now. Um, so yeah, and I've been constantly feeling my knee for swelling and comparing it to the other knee. Oh, I forgot to mention, like my goal was of course to get my left knee back into shape, but I also mentioned I want to work on my right knee too because I started like feeling a little bit of pain in there, and so I didn't want that to get as bad as my left knee. So they agreed to strengthen both, work on both of my knees, which was good. Like their goals are kind of in alignment for my goals. But like I said, I'm taking the lead, taking their lead. But I make some input um, based on what I want done too. So it's good. Like, we've been working together to get my knee back, and it's just been doing really well. I'm feeling pretty much like almost 100% confident that my knee has uh, healed, and that I still have a summer left that I can do things. I've been walking. I've been taking my walks. I've been not like hours and hours like I used to. Eventually, I'll get back to that point, but like a couple of hours, spend outside, enjoying the weather. Because, like I said, pacing myself, and I don't want to push myself too hard. It's a gradual process. It's gradual, not slow, but um, it's gradual. Can't just jump right into it. And I've even been jogging too. My goal is to get to the point, because I mentioned so that's a separate thing that I've been doing on my own. And by the way, like, I have been trying to do something every day, like my doctor said. Like, they've given me home exercises when I'm not in physical therapy to do here in my apartment. Um, so I try to be active every day. I've given myself at least one day off, so I'm not, you know, going 7 days a week, because the body still needs to rest. Um, but for the running program, I've been doing that on my own too. And I'll show you the schedule they gave me for that. It's called the Jogging Program slash Endurance Foundation. Um, so yeah, this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's got like I was young, so this is gonna take a while. I just know it. It might even take longer than 7 weeks. There's been, um, like I said, I've had some setbacks, and it's happened while I was doing this running program. Um, and probably I should be in week 4 right now, but I'm decided to redo week 3 because I'm still trying to get used to, like, for example, I'm kind of half mile is two laps around the track. Um, Wait, hold on. Yeah, the 3/4 mile, 3 laps, and then 4 laps around the track is a full mile. So I'm just now getting used to jogging a quarter of a mile, which is 1 lap around the track. Just now starting getting used to that. I'm pretty comfortable with that. So to move on to the next week. So this week, I gotta jog. I pretty much have to jog a mile, but a mile altogether. But I'm not doing it in like one go, like I will have to do when I reach week 7. And I'm pretty scared for that because I tried to run the mile. I don't know if I told the story, but I accidentally ran the mile in one of my track meets a long time ago, and I almost died. Not literally, but that's what it felt like. And everybody had to wait for me. And I was like, oh, I ran the wrong event. I think somebody tried to tell me, but I thought they were wrong, and then I ran anyway. It turns out they were definitely right, and I paid for that. But yeah, I've never been a distance runner. I've been a sprinter. I've been, you know, I can do distance to a certain extent. The 400 is like far the distance that I ran, which is a quarter of a mile, 1 lap around the track. Um, Maybe I could do 800. That's what I've been working on. The half mile, 2 laps is the 800 meters. We're talking track and field terms, but uh, the half mile, I'm just now getting used to that. So I need to redo week 3 where I just focus on this half mile because I'm kind of still struggling with that. Um, Another thing is my times. She wrote down, my physical therapist. She was nice enough to like write down the times that it takes to complete this. Because I've been timing myself. Um, so yeah, the walking. Well, I don't time myself on the walking. I focus on the jogging. And the quarter of a mile, how long? I think that took me a little over 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes 15 seconds was my last time that I recorded. The half mile. At first, that was like 5 minutes. Last time I got down to 4 minutes 45 seconds, which is good. Um, of course, my time gets slower the second time around because I'm feeling more fatigued. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to work on my endurance as well as my strength. So yeah, because running a mile that takes a lot of endurance. Um, Actually, yeah, it looks like I'm going to be running 2 miles by week 7 because I need to walk quarter of a mile, then jog a mile, walk, and then jog a mile again. So that's 2 miles. I'm really nervous and scared for that just because I didn't think I could do a quarter of a mile, and I didn't think I could do a half mile at first. But I pushed myself, and I eventually, thankfully, made it through. I was like coughing all over the place and like could barely breathe, and my muscles were aching, my lungs were burning. But at the end, I did it, and I've been keeping up with my times too. My times have been good, so all around that's good. But like I said, like I've gotten a few setbacks, but my body is becoming more used to the training that I've been putting it through. So the coughing has gone down a lot. I'm breathing, controlling my breathing better. I'm just trying to take breaks in between because I can't like run and then like jump right into running again. Like I gotta take a several minute break. Um, Trying to stay hydrated too, of course, because it's summer and the humidity here is terrible and sweating out also. I might make a video on that. I'm not sure if I talked about that. I don't think so. But yeah, as far as this training and this physical therapy and my injury, like everything's just going extremely well, and I'm becoming more confident that not only will I get my summer back and I'll be able to do the activities I'm used to doing again, but I also feel more confident that I might be able to do track and field too. If not this summer, maybe later this year, maybe next year, maybe next summer. Um, I do still have my membership for USATF, USA Track and Field, but it's really hard finding events and it's really hard contacting these people. It's ridiculous because like for new members like me, what else are you gonna do? Like how else are you gonna get started? Like there's really no guide. There's like really nobody to help you help guide you through this process. Um, but I've been doing the best I can on my end. I've been, you know, I haven't given up because I just really want to do this. And since my injury is like, I feel like it's completely healed. Um, yeah, I was searching for an event over the weekend and I found something. So yeah, I sent that email out and hopefully I get some good news back. Um, the event is in December and it's in New York. So yeah, it's during the winter, so I know it'll be indoors. That's fine. I wanted to run this summer, but maybe I'll have more luck next summer. Maybe. I mean, the good thing is I can always run for free on my own time, going at my own pace, doing my own thing. So, but yeah, I still want to run track and field. Um, because I feel like I still have my speed and I'm just, working on my body and I'm getting better. I was, feeling more confident about my abilities. And so, yeah, I want to compete and do that. So, yeah, what else? Yeah, I just wanted to give that update on how my summer is going for so far. My summer is going not quite how I expected to go, but it's going good so far. It's not over with yet, so I guess I'll continue to update as things progress. If anything new happens or if I do anything new that's worth making a video on and sharing, I will do that. And yeah, I did want to make a video of me running. I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I don't have anybody to record me. And I am going to be running tonight, and I wanted to film it tonight. So hopefully there will be, some street lights, enough lighting. I was thinking about like attaching my phone to my arm possibly because I can't hold up my phone and just like film me running. Like I need both my arms to, run. So I can't do that. And the video is going to be really crappy because you just see like a lot of shaking, and so I don't know. I've been wanting to do this for several weeks now, so I'm trying to find a way to do that. But I was thinking, like I said, I would attach my phone to my arm. Like the GoPro came to my mind. Like if I had a GoPro, people like film themselves on their GoPro, like snowboarding or skydiving or whatever. Like if I had that, I could just film myself running. You wouldn't be able to see me, but you would be able to see from my perspective, which would be, in my opinion, pretty cool too. As much as if you would be able to like if somebody would be able to record me running. But I want to. I wanted you to actually see me running around the track, and um, yeah, and then it would be beneficial to me too because I can look back and look at my form and look at critique myself on my speed, my time, like how I'm running basically, and then you guys will be able to see me running. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'll try it tonight. I'll try attaching it to my arm. But if it makes the video look bad, I probably won't do that. But we'll see how it goes. Um, yeah, if it doesn't work out, I'll try to record myself during the day. Um, so yeah, cause I already I already can expect like the quality of the video won't be so good at night. So yeah, and you definitely won't be able to see me running because, like I said, I don't have anyone to record me. I was thinking about setting my phone down. It's definitely not a good idea because I don't know if anybody will be there at the track. I'm hoping it'll be close to empty because I'm gonna go there tonight. Um, yeah, they close at 11 tonight. But anyways, this video is almost 40 minutes. So, but yeah, um, that's what's been going on with me this summer so far. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if anything else happens, but that's pretty much it.